Hey guys, I'm Jag from Skylit Drive. We're back on tour here on the RV, and I wanted to show you guys a dish that I created while at home. It's a healthier French toast. So for those of you guys who still love your sweet tooth but are a little afraid of the calories it brings on, this is something you can do at home, or for other touring bands, you guys can, follow my lead on this and give it a shot. So like most French toast includes, milk and so on, where mine is simply just bread, egg whites, eggs, and then I include dark chocolate chips, specifically Ghirardelli, and the bread that I specifically like is the 12 grain, forgot the name of it, but you can't really miss this label. That's my favorite one to use. Egg whites doesn't really matter. An egg white's an egg white. And just, any old normal egg, whether you like them white or brown, doesn't really matter. The only reason why it's brown is because its feathers were brown. So the first thing that I do once I have all of my ingredients together, I weigh out all of my portions so that the meal is the same every single time. So I do one egg. Sure, don't spill any. There we go. Don't know where our trash can went, so I'll just put that there. Alright, so once I have the egg in there, I set my scale, and it started at 0, and I do 138 grams of egg whites, which comes out to about 15 grams of protein. Got a little over 142, nothing wrong with a little extra. Alright, so as you can see, this is the most unconventional form of making French toast. It's usually not this hard. We usually have bowls, like not a bowl like this, but an actual bowl that you can fit your bread in. Usually we have forks, but right now it just so happens that today is the most unprepared that I've ever been for this. So I'm just going to use this knife to stir up the eggs, if it's going to do its thing at all with the knife. Now it's getting there. Slowly but surely. That's good enough. What makes French toast on the road possible is one of these flat skillets. Like we've always had a George Foreman over there, but with the slant and everything, you can't make eggs or anything that's going to drip really on one of those. So these things are perfect. It's just, it plugs straight into any outlet. I turn it all the way to max, just to, get the most bang for my buck out of it. And the only danger is, somebody walks by, puts their hand down while it's cooling off or something, they're gonna get a surprise that they didn't want. Gonna bring the mixed eggs over here. Like I said, I've never done this in a plate before, so this is history for all of us. Not only, this is not a flat surface, so I can probably get a little more in there. You always want your pan when you're cooking on the road or at home. Alright. So, put the bread in there, flip it over, get it nice and soaked. And then from there, you just transfer it over. Now this is my little original addition, is I stick the chocolate chips into the bread. I do 4 for both pieces. So once I get that, I get a little more of the eggs on top to kind of fill the holes. I just let that side cook for a little bit. So from here, I'm gonna make the first flip. Make sure you're careful so the stuff doesn't spray everywhere. So yeah, I definitely like to get, a nice golden brown, even sometimes a little more brown than this. It's hard to gauge. I'm no master chef, so It's gonna vary every single time, but it always tastes good. It's just good old French toast. Let's get the rest of the eggs in here. The second piece is gonna be a little more hearty. Sit there for a second. Check it. That's good enough for me. It's one piece down. Now, the nice thing about these is that I could have done them both at the same time, but I just wanted you to really see the process. Also, of how like imperfect it is with the amount of eggs you have. Sometimes it works out perfect where you know you don't have a lot left over, and then sometimes you're dumping way more on top of the second one than you did the first one. So, looking like I'm gonna have a little bit to dump on top of this one. Okay, one more spray. This other piece all soaked. Really gonna soak this one. Once again, get the 4 chocolate chips going. And I use the remainder of the eggs to seal off the top. And that usually happens. Alright, so in these instances where the eggs run off, I'll usually just kind of shave them off the side a little bit, if it'll let me. Just kind of separate them a little bit and just let those cook separate. Let them do their thing and let that keep cooking. The icing on the cake to my French toast is that I use this Walden Farms pancake syrup. It's completely calorie-free, sugary-free, no guilt with this stuff. Tastes awesome. I literally wouldn't use any other syrup. They have like caramel syrup too, blueberry, all kinds of stuff. They make peanut butter, they make ketchup, all kinds of stuff. So this company rules. Alright, so I think it's about time to flip this one. Flip it with just amount of time where it's not going to burn the chocolate, but it's going to be melted perfect. I know it looks like it's all charred and everything, but it's not. The leftover eggs, since I love all the protein that I can get, I just usually take it off and I'll just put it on top of this one and sandwich it. Once you're eating it all together, you don't really know the difference, so I just don't want to lose out on any of the goodness. Let's check on this one. Good enough for me. Now there's a bunch of different things that you can do. Sometimes I'll get like a banana and slice it up, and I'll put slices like in between the two and on top, and pour some cinnamon over it, and then the syrup. That's awesome. You can put peanut butter on top of it. You can even add jelly to it or something if you want to. You can make it as crazy as you want, but for the road's sake, this is the most simple that I can make it. Also, for the road, when you're done with something, unplug it so nobody else has to. Especially with something like this. You just bring it on over and dump as much syrup on there as you want. I don't go too crazy on it. And this is... Whoa! And this is my French toast. So, as you can see in there, chocolate's nice and melted, not burnt or anything. It's not going to taste like burnt chocolate. And as you can see, I'm eating French toast with a spoon because on tour this is what happens. You run out of things and you gotta make do with what you got, and that's a spoon. So here's the first bite. Amazing
as always.
Thank you guys for checking out my new episode of Cooking at 65 miles per hour. Right now we're out on the Unconditional tour with Memphis Mayfire. I hope to see you guys on the road. Make sure to check out our new album Rise, and we'll be seeing you guys this summer on the Vans Warped Tour.